Today, we're going to talk about accounting for bad debt. Specifically, what we mean is when we sell to someone on an account, we have accounts receivable, and it turns out they don't pay us. At the time we make a sale, we assume everybody's going to pay us, otherwise we wouldn't sell to them. But life happens. Sometimes people file bankruptcy, sometimes we get into a dispute and they refuse to pay us. All sorts of things could happen. Chances are not everyone we sell to is going to pay us. It's a bummer, but it's life, and we need to have a way to account for it. There are 4 methods we're going to talk about: the direct write-off method, the percentage of sales method, the percentage of receivables method, and the aging of receivables method. A few things I want to say about these. The direct write-off method is based on actual bad debt. We actually know someone's not going to pay us, so we write off the accounts receivable. The percentage of sales method, the percentage of receivables method, and the aging of receivables method are all estimates. Now you're thinking, why would you use an estimate if we could use the actual? The direct write-off method, while based on actual bad debt, is not considered GAAP because it violates the revenue recognition principle. That's the one, not the revenue recognition. It violates the matching principle. That's the one that says we have to recognize expense in the same period that we generate the related revenue. So in the case of the direct write-off method, we say we sell something in October and the customer doesn't pay, and finally we find out they filed bankruptcy in April. We would be recognizing bad debt expense for that October sale 6 months later in April, and that violates the matching principle. So for that reason, the direct write-off method is not GAAP. Our other 3 methods, percentage of sales method, percentage of receivables method, and aging of receivables method, are all approved for use on our GAAP financial statements. Let's start by going through the direct write-off method. There are some situations where this could be appropriate. They're pretty rare. If you're not sure, you can always check with your manager or check with your auditor. But for our purposes, we're going to say it's not GAAP. So I'm going to show you how to do it, but we're probably not going to use it. Okay. So in this case, we have a customer, Deadbeat Inc., and they filed for bankruptcy, and they owe us $1,000 in our accounts receivable. So under the direct write-off method, we would debit bad debt expense for $1,000, and we would credit accounts receivable $1,000. Easy enough. Next, I want to talk about the 3 methods for estimating bad debt. I'm going to do those over the course of the next 3 videos. All right, I'll see you then.